first and 10. It's Jackson. Flushed out right. And right away, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he has brought this one back. A fumble recovery for a Chiefs touchdown. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score, and a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower postgame. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Emmanuel Agba able to get in there and drop him behind the line. Throwing on second down. Jackson escaping the punt. Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Emmanuel Agba able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. To try again after the sack. Jackson, and he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Here we go. 56. 56.
And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
Strip that ball. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. Steps away to his left. He'll try and run it. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson eluding the pressure right. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
56. Mike, 56, right there, 56. Watch the boot.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. Forced out to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
56. Mike's 56. Check.
Now it's Jackson sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to keep it here. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd.
56 to Mike, boy, 56. Check 56. Watch the run.
Jackson. Buying time. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Frank Clark picks up his second sack of the afternoon. 6-0 our score after one. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Come on, baby. Check. 53's mine. Check. 53's mine. Bring it. Bring it. 53's the mine. 53.
Here we go on 4th down with Jackson. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position.
Yellow. I'm the blue lady. I'll be 15.
Check your hot read.
Mahomes now on 1st down. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That goes for a Chiefs 1st down, 14 yards.
Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Switch.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs 1st down. Speaking of Damian Williams, great Super Bowl. 17 carries, over 100 yards, and a touchdown on the ground. Charles, he also had one through the air. Did you think he would have that type of a game?
I wasn't sure that we would see that type of a game, but I knew he would be a part of their offense in terms of trying to break down what San Francisco does, that he would get the bulk of carries. But did I see 104 yards on the ground and a touchdown? Probably not. Did I see him catching one as well, 133 yards total offense? Probably not. But give him his due, because now, in his postseason career, which is 6 games, 5 of them with Kansas City, 1 with Miami, he scored 11 touchdowns.
Wow.
So on the big stage, the big lights, he produces, and he actually won the battle between undrafted free agent running backs, because his total versus Raheem Mostert, who ran for, I believe, 58 yards and a touchdown for San Francisco, advantage Kansas City, advantage Damian Williams.
I don't need to.
Come on, D. Mike, 48. Mike.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And incomplete. Almost intercepted. The D lineman almost had it. Couldn't hang on.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th.
I'm coming.
Yellow.
48 to Mike. No chance.
Mahomes going to go on 4th down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Tyreek Hill there to make the grab. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Wow, talk about a big 4th down conversion for the score. Defensively, how do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense, and you give them credit for going for it and having that type of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
They'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Switch it up, second and 2 at the 33-yard line.
Take 4, take 4.
Anyway. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
I'm coming.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. Dancing to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. On third down, Jackson rolling to his right. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up fourth. Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on fourth down.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. Right here. Mike, 56.
They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Not sure I agreed with the decision to go for it, but I definitely agreed with his decision to run it. He picked up that big first down. I think he let his head coach off the hook.
That's what I was just going to say. If there's anybody more happy than the quarterback picking it up, it's the coach that saw him pick it up. They'll throw on first down with Jackson, being chased out left. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. The sack comes from Anthony Hitchens. The sack cost him only a yard. It's second and 11.
Mike 56. Mike 56. Don't get nervous now.
Jackson escaping the pressure right. He's going deep for Brown. That's caught inside the 20. A big play there just before halftime. 59 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. To throw is Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Mark Ingram. there to make the grab, as they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
First down. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Silver.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Now Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. Oh, wide open, complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now stands at 13.
That's the score. Chiefs 20, Ravens 7. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. They come up on second and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Jackson now. They go screen. This is Ingram. Finding room at the 30. And finally taken down at the 36-yard line. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. So from the 36 now, first and 10.
What we got? 53's the Mike. 50. Boom. 53. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up.
Now it's Jackson, eluding the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Again, it's Williams. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Yellow. I've got blue lane.
Switch up.
No, 15.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. They complete it to Hill. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Off the draw, here's Williams. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
I don't need to. I'm going.
You baby. Let's go, baby.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Domada Pecco racks up the sack.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
Mike, 48. Mike, exit. Here we go. Hey, look, 48. Look, hey, we go, Mike.
Now here's Mahomes. to the goal line, but it's incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Steps away to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you, because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made. And that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Here we go. Here we go.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Emmanuel Ogbah, my goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really, really turning in an incredible performance.
Motion. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Forced out to his left. Oh, he'll try and throw it deep to the other side of the field. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down?
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Man out. Slam.
They're going to try and throw. On the move to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And now the football is going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line.
Wide. Easy.
Here we go.
15.
Check the back up.
Attack.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hey, 57 colors. Hey, 43, 15.
48's the mic.
Mahomes going to throw. And it's caught. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown.
ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen. Are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, dog. This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People want to know where Mace, Potts, and Dave went. Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot, you'll see where all the sun rays went.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL is in Houston, in the Space City at NRG Stadium. The scene from a few moments ago, this crowd enthusiastically cheering on their Texans as they emerge from the locker room. And we're just about ready for football as the Texans get set to match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So first and 10 now from the 30. To throw, it's Mahomes. That's complete to Robinson. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Here's Mahomes to throw. Buying time to his left. Trying to fight his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Zach Cunningham with a pick. Well, the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. And some nifty running right away as he'll get this up past the 30. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Play action for Miller. Now Watson. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up second and 10. Watson with a give to Miller. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Third and long, it's Watson. Finding fouls complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. On second down, here's Miller. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. On third down, Miller. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. They're going to go for it now, 4th and 2. Remember, they can still get the first down at the 1-yard line, though. Here's Watson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Darren Fells there to make the grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
We'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one. Force the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Mahomes now to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the... Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by Justin Reed. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
After the interception, here's Watson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Frank Clark, what a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Watson going to give this one to Miller. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. To throw is Watson. He finds Hopkins complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That's good for a Texan 1st down, a 12-yard pickup.
That's good for Texans. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Texans 7, Chiefs nothing.
They can't hang with us.
A 1st down carry now for Miller. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
Now Watson. Flushed out right. And now he's... Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And now look at him go. He's at the 50. 30. Past the 20. And he has brought this one back. A fumble recovery for a Chiefs touchdown. Oh, backbreaker. That'll drive the coach. The offensive coordinator just crazy. You get it all the way down there in the red zone. Can't capitalize. Instead, they go the other way on the fumble return for a touchdown.
How about the aggressiveness of the defense, though? They're not about to just fall on a fumble, are they? Scoop and score is their motto, and they just did it.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they'll be looking to start fresh. Just a moment ago, they were backed up, coughed up the football, and then saw it go the other way for 6 points.
I just wonder, partner, sometimes they put such an emphasis on things. And, you know, in that situation, as they ran out there, they were told, take care of the football, don't cough it up. And sometimes that's the last thing you hear, and that's exactly what you do.
On 2nd and 7, Watson going deep for Hopkins. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Bashaud Breeland. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Mahomes escaping the pressure, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Bernardrick McKinney muscled his way in for the sack. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And that will be incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line.
At their own 12-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Watson. The catch made by Miller. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston 1st down.
And the Texans first down.
On 1st and 10, Watson. And a catch made by Hopkins. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. From the 50, it's Watson. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A very solid gain of 27. To the air yet again, Watson. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays. Miller, and he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Now it's Watson. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. Trying to get it that time to Stills. But now it's 3rd and goal.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. So on 4th down, Texan kicker Kaimi Fairbairn comes on. This just a 24-yard attempt. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. Now the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate, in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Now left side on the swing pass. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A pickup of 11 and a Texans 1st down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Well, partner, let's put a bow on the Super Bowl for Kansas City. What a comeback win. Yet another come-from-behind victory for Patrick Mahomes and company. An absolute heartbreak for San Francisco.
Didn't Madden predict Kansas City would win the game?
Yes, 35-31, I believe they predicted.
I felt like most of the predictions I saw had the game in the 30s, so a little bit lower scoring than we expected, but a lot of fireworks down the stretch, all by Kansas City. But how about San Francisco? Had the lead in the ball, under 12 minutes to go, and held Kansas City to 10 points through 3 quarters. And somehow they're winging their way back to San Francisco, trying to understand how they lost that game.
Yeah, not only did Kansas City win it, but they end up winning it by 11 points. They didn't see that coming at all.
Number 53, Mike 53. Alert. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. Switch.
Now on 2nd and 16, Watson. He's going to go for a big play downfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 46-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, here we go.
They run it again with Williams. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On the ground, this is Williams. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
At the 36-yard line.
These two.
From the 36, Mahomes will set up the screen. This is Williams. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 17-yard line. Back now in Houston. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Mahomes now on first down. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. A gain of 6 there on first. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Throwing again on second down. Mahomes has got it to Williams. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Mahomes to throw once more. Eluding the pressure right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. Not that time for Watkins. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Now listen, it's a team game, we know that, but where would these guys be right now, Charles, without their defense? They take over here following the turnover. Defense did it again, but on offense they have to feel like, hey, we need to do something.
You're exactly right. You just mentioned it. The defense did it again. They bailed them out on a number of occasions in this contest. It's time for them to repay the defense at the least. Keep the ball for a while. Give those guys a break so they can catch their breath.
Now a pass, and it's complete to QT. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. A shotgun snap for Watson. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there, that brings up 4th. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Check. Crunch. three. Mike.
Here we go on fourth. Watson, flush to his right. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Bashaud Breeland. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Now a first down carry, it's Williams. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Justin Reed, the safety, made the tackle.
At the 19-yard line.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Throwing on second down, Mahomes. And is it a touchdown? No signal. No, they say incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up third down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Yellow.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Looking again for Watkins, and this time that's complete. And he is going to be stopped at the 12, short of the first down. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Mahomes throwing on 4th. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got it. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Well, certainly not how they drew it up. A 4th down gamble turns into a 4th down scramble. But all is well. First down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll run it with Williams. And he's going to bowl his way into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Damian Williams in the final minute. And they have taken the lead here in the final minute.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation. But to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Let's go!
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 35. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Miller. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
He gets it halfway there with that run. I think you play up-tempo, get right back on the line of scrimmage, and hammer at him again.
Setting up the screen for Miller. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. This is 3rd and goal. This Chiefs defense, they're giving it all they got. He'll look to throw. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone and hoping someone...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.